Hi, folks. You are watching and listening to another special edition of Sipping Off the Cuff. I'm Tequila Aficionado Media. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That young lady out there is.
Araceli Costilla Sharp in San Antonio, Texas.
What's that bottle you holding on your desk there? Oh, look, it's your other nickname,
Yeah, I know, Madam, Madam Paleta,
Madam Paleta.
and this is
Uh,
the Tamarindo
yeah,
flavors.
that's all we got sent to us
Mhm.
last year.
Yeah.
We just broke the seal off of this baby a while, like off camera. Again, we're just catching up on our ballot in the pipeline that we have. Um, this is unusual for a lot of reasons. One, at first I had it sent to Araceli because this is a Texas brand, and it's owned by four women. But my mistake was that it's not. They're affiliated with a college, but it's not the college that Araceli went to. She, like everybody else in Austin and San Antonio, everybody from San Antonio North, they're all Longhorns. This particular one is affiliated with what college? At Texas A&M?
Texas A&M, I believe. Yes.
Okay. So first of all, this is an infused tequila.
Mhm.
It's a blanco tequila infused with natural flavors.
Yes.
And this is the reason paletas, for those of you who know what a paleta is, it's just an ice cream, like an ice cream bar, a frozen ice cream bar. You know, the paletero that comes by your neighborhood
Mhm.
on his bike, ringing his bell because he's got a
Yeah.
basket full of frozen paletas.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where they're getting it from. It's kind of got fun, fun information and fun
Yeah.
coloring on that. It looks like a really fun brand.
It
Okay.
really does. Yeah. And I did look up that they'd have, I guess, two more flavors, the pineapple and the grapefruit, which
Oh, we didn't get any.
we didn't get those. I
No, we didn't get those.
personally, my favorite flavor is pineapple, but
We've had some really great flavored stuff, and we had some stuff that was awful. Oh
yeah.
my God, there's some mango stuff out there that should never
Oh no.
be on the market.
Yeah.
So I'm anxious. Now this is not a full 80 proof. This is a 70 proof, so it's a 35
Right.
ABV, which
Mhm.
is pretty normal with an infused tequila that's got
Yeah.
flavor to it. We're just gonna pour the juice. I'm gonna use a Stasso Jarrito that I normally use for reposados because I have a feeling this was gonna sing to
Yep.
us.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh,
going to use also my regular Stoltz Jarrito.
okay. Whoa. Woo! And I gotta tell you, that doesn't smell fake.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't smell fake because some of those mango ones
Yeah, some of those are too overly
over the top.
over
They're
the
over
top.
the top.
There you go. That's very, very good way to say
Yes.
it.
There's a couple of those that I wouldn't ordinarily buy, but like you said, every tequila serves a purpose.
Every tequila serves a purpose.
Yeah, this one even looked
Oh,
like it had some really strange coloring too. Like it shouldn't have had that coloring, but anyway. Oh, that's a light. No, this is a blanco tequila, but it is slightly tinted.
mm,
It's not crystal clear.
no. So I'm holding my glass a little bit further away, and I almost get like a green apple.
Yeah. And when I opened it, it's been sealed like for a
Yeah.
year, almost a
Yeah,
year.
mine too. Hmm.
And so the aromas came right up to greet you from the neck
Yeah.
of the bottle, and it didn't smell fake because we have had since that
Hmm.
time when they sent these to us, or even prior, we've had like RTDs with tamarind. We've had
Hmm.
we've had like stuff with diffuser stuff made with watermelon, and stuff. And I think one of them was a tamarind. Um, so we've had them in different styles, but the distillery this one's coming from, there's no diffuser. So there's that.
Yeah.
It's deep though. It
Hmm.
smells like tamarind to me,
Yeah.
like a tamarindo,
Hmm.
which is a traditional fruit that is very popular um, in Mexico. It's tropical, although you can get it, in other parts of the U.S. I think you get it in California for sure. You can get it in Texas as a natural fruit, but it's uncommon because it's not as generally available like an orange or a lime or a lemon, stuff like that, or peaches. Wow, there's something really there though. That nose is.
There's some, yeah. Like I said, I almost got like a green apple to it
Yeah,
also.
I believe it. I believe it. Like a tamarind maybe that's not so ripe. It's not
Hmm.
overripe. Like a
Yeah.
green tamarind. Is there such a thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, it's very
a little citrusy too, not like a little brightness.
yes, and it's denser on the nose. I was surprised how dense it really is.
Yeah, it's not just tamarind.
Well, it's
It's
not.
not
It's not.
just,
It's not overly sweet either
yeah,
because every time you have a sweetened tequila, you're like, oh God, it's going to
yeah.
give you a headache or
That's all you have.
yeah,
That's the
it's
only thing you're getting from it when it says it's whatever.
yeah, the aroma and the flavor are one-sided and it's
Hmm.
overpowering. This is not.
No.
This is like sniffing some fruit at farmer's market. It's really weird.
Yeah. It's not that it doesn't smell fake.
No, it doesn't. And wow. And it's opened up nicely too. It's not
Yeah.
like we're waiting for anything else. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that's going to arise because it does say tamarind, so it's not going to smell like something else
No.
on the side. I don't necessarily get any tequila notes.
No, like I said, just that brightness, that citrusy, but not necessarily any agave.
It almost smells like pulpish,
Hmm.
like tamarind pulp. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Yeah. Hmm.
it's a deeper, you know, if you're used to artificial flavors and colorings in your vodka, in
Mm.
some of your other tequilas that are there, this is gonna surprise you because it's not there.
No.
Oh,
Hmm.
I say we dive in. Let's
Yeah, I'm
just
interested to see what it tastes like
see
now
what it
because
tastes
it's
like.
not
Okay,
overly.
here we go.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We both did the hmm.
I got
Actually,
everything.
that's got a little finish there.
Yeah, and it's a little spicy. Are they
Yeah.
aging this in anything? Are they putting it in a barrel? I don't
I
think they
don't
are.
know. I don't think so. I think it's just the Blanco.
Well, that's what it says on the bottle, Blanco
Yeah,
tequila,
it's
right?
true.
Yeah, there's some heavy spiciness on your like it'd been resting in a barrel or something.
Something. Yeah, there's like a little finish there. Like I wasn't expecting it to have a finish. Like not, you know, like a Blanco. A Blanco.
Right. And it's lingering on the palate.
Uh huh.
And I'm like right in the intake, I got a hint of mint on the nose.
Uh huh.
Like there was a little bit of herbaceousness and just a hint, and then it disappeared once it hit my palate. I'm intrigued. You know what this would be really good with? As a soda with like a Topo Chico or something. This isn't bad.
No. And I'm not like a big fan of tamarind in the first place, but but
I'm
it's
not a
not
big fan of
like,
flavored tequilas because
well, that too. That
there's
too.
never consistency.
Yeah,
You go from
that
one
too.
brand to the other, and you're playing flavor roulette.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're going to get. The ones that are more well done
Hmm.
taste more natural, and yet you taste them and you go, I don't know what to make of this because I'm so used to tasting the artificial ones
Hmm.
that you get. The RTDs are there's a lot of them out there that have tamarind and mango, and you're so used to that over the top with the
Hmm.
fizz. It's missing like bubbles. I miss the bubbles on this because I wish I had bubbles.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is, I mean, I don't know what, I'm assuming their purpose is to elevate the cocktail.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
this definitely would. I mean, it's a little bit more subtle than your regular tequila blanco, but it's going to give you a really good profile on the cocktail.
Well, I think that the flavors with all their flavors, I think they're going to be a little bit more pronounced, so they can shine through in whatever
Yeah,
else you're mixing with them.
exactly. Yeah. Maybe they'll send me a pineapple.
Maybe they'll send us the rest of the
I
line.
know, at least a pineapple.
Well, you know what? Let's. I didn't even swallow that because it's just lingered on my palate.
Yeah.
Yes, I woke things up. But let me check on that. Let's give you some ins and outs. Madam Paleta flavored refined tequila is what they're calling it. I think that's
Mhm.
what they're saying here.
Says
Uh,
natural ingredients.
flavor infused. Okay.
Mhm.
Now this is owned by four ladies are running this. Okay, it's 100% agave azul. It's Carla Flores, the general manager, Natasha Feiger, who is the VP of marketing and partnerships. She's the one responsible for partnering with the college, I think. Anna Dement is the region director, and Gabrielle Lewis is the creative director. So she's the reason that we like all the labeling is fun.
Yeah.
They look
It's really fun. The whole
they look
bottle.
like fun gals. They
Yeah.
really they really are. To
And
talk
even
about
like, I don't know if you noticed, but on the inside, the reverse label on the inside of the bottle,
I can't. Oh yeah.
it's got a design in there. I'm like,
Yeah,
geez.
so it's a double-sided label. I don't even know if you can
Yeah.
see that on my
It's really
camera, but
cool.
let me check that out because I'm still on their website, but I want to. Yeah, there we go. Uh, look at that.
Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job with the labeling. Um,
Everything, the color scheme,
mhm.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Now, let me see what.
Now, I have tried another tamarind tequila um, that I did not like. So, just FYI, it's in
Okay.
stores.
Uh, well, I'll ask you off camera what brand that is because
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know why you didn't like it. With a flavored tequila, it's difficult to get it right because you could mess it up so many different ways.
Yeah.
And they can come in so many different, alcohol by volumes. This is at
Hmm.
30, what did I say, 38?
This one's 35.
35.
Hmm.
I've had them at 38. I've had them at 80 proof.
Oh,
Um, you know what? What do you think? Do you think it's a brand promise worthy? I I'm liking it.
do we
Uh,
have a in like a flavored tequila category
we
or?
have, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
We,
then
we
yeah.
have in the past. This is this year so far. This is our only one. But in the past, we've had pineapple infused. I've had when we were doing RTDs, which we no longer judge now because it's just
Hmm.
too much work. Um, we had everything. We had watermelon RTDs. We had tamarindo RTDs. We had,
Oh wow.
we had everything. And some of them are done well. Some of them, when we would taste them, we taste them both. Some of our older reviews, we taste them at room temp and then chilled so
Mm.
that we would try to get how the
Yeah, yeah,
how the formula evolves when you put it on ice, right?
right.
And some of them were really well done. The organic ones, I would say the anything organic RTDs, well done.
Hmm.
I have yet to have a bad flavor profile, but when it comes to tequilas, it's a hit or miss.
Hmm.
This particular bottle reminded me of one that we had before called Get Hot, and I think it's Paulina Rubio's tequila. It's actually well done. You can put peppers in tequila and make really great tequilas out of them. I think, uh, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Dulce Vida
Oh
has
yeah,
has a couple that are. I think Dave and I did those reviews, and they're excellent.
yeah. I like the
Uh,
Dulce Vida ones for sure. Yeah.
yeah, they have a Chipotle one that's stellar.
Hmm.
Uh, And so, yeah, we've done them before with chili
Hmm.
infused. We've done them with flavor infused. It's just been a while since the last one I think we did was Get Hot,
Okay.
and I got no problem with this. This is
Yeah.
it's fun. It's got a kick to it. Now I didn't swallow mine, so I'm gonna see what you said. They had a finish.
Yeah, it had I mean, again, for an infused tequila, I wasn't expecting it to have a low finish on it, but it really did. And I was like, oh, that's actually pleasant. And, again, in a cocktail, it's gonna stand out.
Wow. Okay. Well, here we go. You know, in the retro nasal, I get more mint. It's
Hmm.
like an herbaceousness. I don't know if it's a mint or a rosemary or something. It's subtle, but it's there. And it's like a byproduct. It's not,
It's not the primary focus.
no, 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 no. And then after I swallow, it's like you've had a piece of tamarind.
Hmm.
Your mouth reacts like you've had a piece of fruit.
Yeah, it's a little sweetness on the back end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, what
Hmm.
would you do with this? What would I'm curious to know because I know you're like me. You're probably not gonna go out of your way to get this, but if it's there on the shelf and there's nothing else left,
Yeah, definitely. I'm
I
putting it.
drink
I
this
mean,
over vodka.
yeah,
You
I would put it like in a cocktail. Uh, almost add it to a margarita. Get
so you want
instead
to
of.
float it or make it as the primary
Oh,
ingredient?
I would probably float it for
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, see?
I would.
Wow. I'm well, okay, so the website says these flavors, let me see what they, just so I can get the full line because when we had this, they were just rolling out the rest of the line. So they have a tamarind flavor, which is what we have,
Mhm.
grapefruit, pineapple.
Yes.
You know what would really round, you know what really, and they're award winners, folks. They're no slouches.
Mhm.
These particular tequilas at 35, well, it says here some of these are 35 plus ABV. So I think some of the other flavors may be a little bit higher, like a
Mhm.
38 maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know. We won't know until they send us the rest of the line.
I know. I
But
can't vouch for that.
I will get back to them. Here's what I would say. You know what would really make me happy? Can they infuse this with some sort of chocolate,
Ooh.
like a cacao? Doesn't have to be a sweet chocolate. I'm talking about cacao. I'm talking about, you know, because that's another flavor that's difficult to do right, and you
Mhm.
can mess it up. You
Yeah.
know, it'll taste like Cocoa Puffs or something. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
But
Yeah.
so far, this is one of the most natural
It does.
tasting ones that I've had because
Mhm.
there's some, and you notice they didn't do mango. They
No.
don't have a mango, and I'm wondering why. It'd be fun to get them on an open bar and find out. Okay, where's your mango? I'm not doing it.
They're like,
You
it's too
know,
hard to make mango. We're not doing that. Not
yeah,
naturally. And
yeah,
maybe
too much.
that's the goal, to only focus on the natural. And maybe it's too hard to do it naturally, which, if that's the case, then you know that they want to do it right.
Well, the name paleta too. I mean, you can get mango paletas.
Hmm.
It just sounds like it would be a natural progression. But like,
I want a coconut.
oh, but that's too easy too. See,
It's
I've had
easy.
coconuts that are actually, from a particular distillery where they actually that's what, that
Yeah.
was the line that they were going for. And I gotta say, no matter how you slice it, that coconut tastes and smells like suntan lotion.
Oh,
Instead of drinking it, I want to rub it on my skin and
oh
go outside.
no. Yeah, no.
And it's like, how when you walk out at the
Mhm.
beach or it's a
Yeah,
crowded
yeah.
pool and you're stepping over people and
You
they all
smell
smell.
coconut. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
that's what it's or
You gotta be careful with it.
there's a couple of rums that smell like that too. I
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
no, I
It's true.
just I can't. But
That's true.
nice try though. Yeah. So I would say, can you mix it? Can you do like an almond joy? Like a chocolate and
Oh
coconut
yeah.
together?
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what they're playing. There's no telling how, what their funding is like.
Yeah.
Um,
I
uh,
I think they did a really good job with it for an infused tequila. I mean,
yes,
it's
yes.
35%. I think you could definitely mix it up in a cocktail. Maybe replace your Grand Marnier or what is the
Ooh,
other
there's a
one?
thought.
Yeah, replace that with
Yeah.
this. Maybe.
What do you think of like an old fashioned or something as a floater or something? Because I know
Oh.
they're doing all kinds of weird things with old fashions now. In fact,
Mhm.
I found a recipe last night that said if you liked old fashions, you'll like the La Rosita, which I'd never heard of before.
I've not heard that one.
I'll have to share that with you over Instagram.
Yeah,
Found it last night, and it says once you have La Rosita, you won't ever have an old fashioned again or something like that.
interesting.
That's what the bartender said. So I don't know. There's
Yeah.
the possibilities are endless, and I think on the website they've got recipes too, don't they? Let me check. I
For
think
this, yes, they do on their Instagram. They do.
oh, they got cocktails. So yeah,
Hmm.
so I'm
Hmm.
on their website.
Yeah,
Uh, grapefruit, pineapple, and tamarind.
yeah.
I like. Oh, they got a Madam Spritz.
Hmm.
Oh, check it out. There you go.
Madam Spritz.
They got a Madam Apera Spritz.
Hmm.
It's got a aperitivo, prosecco, mandarin orange juice, and Madam Paleta pineapple. That was up your alley.
Yes. Love me the
The
pineapple.
Italian margarita. See, you're right. You're
Yes.
absolutely correct.
Hmm.
They use the pineapple with the fresh orange juice, the amaretto, and
Yes.
lime juice. You called it.
Oh, that sounds good. I need
Yeah.
a pineapple.
Wow.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for the pineapple for sure.
Now they've got it. They have a Madame Piaf, which is with grapefruit. Oh, and they got a tiki one with a tamarind, hibiscus syrup, vanilla. There you go.
Mm.
Sesame oil, pineapple juice, mezcal, and salt.
Wow. Menu
Oh,
there. They got a little blend going.
yeah. And there's another one with Madame de la Cruz, which is a paleta pineapple. I guess the
Mhm.
pineapple is the one they're using the most for mixing.
Oh, I mean, it's you can't go wrong with the pineapple.
Prosecco and orange bitters.
Mhm.
Wow. Mexican candy. That's a tamarind, watermelon pucker. Really? Watermelon pucker? And 2 shots of hot sauce? Oh, and
Oh,
tahini on the rim. Damn.
I
That just sounds all kinds of wrong.
know. I'm like, I like watermelon too, but I don't know if I want the tamarind in my
They have a
watermelon.
full, oh, they got a negrete. That's a Madame Paleta grapefruit, Punte Mess. I don't know what that is. Campari infused with strawberry. Holy shit.
Hmm.
Oh, Carajillo
Oh,
with cold brew tequila.
and what are they
Yeah,
using? Which one are they using?
the tamarind.
Huh. Interesting.
With 1 ounce of liqueur 43, which I've seen. I don't know what exactly what it is, but they have a Mai Tai version, Madame Espresso. I want to try that with
Hmm.
tamarind. Um,
Interesting. Well, we do got our
that-
heels here at the house all the time. Maybe I'll tell them next time, throw some of that in there. Because
you've got
I've done the Gata Heel with the tequila. I've done it with the 1921 cream. So maybe
ooh.
next time I'll be like, hey, let's throw some of this in there, see what happens.
They have a Madame Mule, which I love it
Oh,
because it's got
with
ginger
ginger
beer.
beer?
Yeah, with mint
Yeah.
leaves and ginger beer. This is going to be great with the tamarind
Huh. Interesting.
um, for the Kentucky Derby, the Madame
Oh,
Mule. There
yes.
you go.
Derby.
They have a full line of
Cocktails.
cocktails. Holy cow.
No. So if you don't know what to do with it, go
They'll
online.
tell you what to do with it.
They'll tell you what to do.
Wow. The
That's awesome.
Pisces Blue Lagoon.
Ooh.
And they're mixing this stuff with like mezcal and girl math margarita. What the hell is that?
Oh,
Manipulate
that sounds
pineapple.
good. That sounds like they're throwing a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
They're
really.
doubling everything because that's girl math. You got to go big.
Yeah. Cointreau, some
Mhm.
agave, some lime, a
There you go. So
pineapple juice,
you
jalapeno
judge girl
slices.
math is you judge with your heart.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Is that too expensive? What does your heart say?
Oh my
It's
God. Well, these gals have won my heart.
yeah.
I don't know what to expect with Madam Paleta because my experience with flavored tequilas is not that good like yours. But you know what? Maybe they should take another set of flavors and go up to the Longhorns and go, "Hey, you want a partner?" Um, I love it. I'm impressed as hell. It's very well done.
Mhm.
What distillery is it coming from again? You say
We
what
said this
known?
was 1465.
Okay, let me get into just
5,
briefly.
which, yeah.
let me get into that information before we sign off because it is what? Oh, Fábrica de Tequila El Eden
Evan.
and Aficionado tequila comes from there, which you can get at
Total wine.
Total Wine. Alto
It is
Paso.
Highlands. It is Arandas, so it's Highlands.
Yes, Carrera tequila. I've had it. Love Carrera.
I love
That's
Carrera.
old school tequila. It's done by, in fact, the distillery is, if I'm not mistaken, is owned by one of the branches of the Camarena family,
Yes.
which we've interviewed. We've actually interviewed them,
Okay.
Eduardo Lalo Camarena,
Yes.
and Espacial, which is very big here in Southern California.
Yep.
Frito Kahlo. I don't even know if they still make it there, Frida Kahlo, because they've switched distilleries so many times.
Hmm.
Not even Folly. Baluarto used to be there in Herencia Mexicana. So it's a well-known distillery, but this is the only one that is infused that I know
Hmm.
of coming out of there.
Yeah.
So very well done, ladies. Congratulations, Brand of Promise nominee in the infused tequila category. If you folks have had it,
Yeah.
go check it out. What are you paying for it? I have no price point. I have no idea what they're paying for it in Texas. Do you know if Specs would carry it?
I do not know. Like I said, I've tried another similar flavor tequila, which was not good. So I will say if you're buying that, go look for this one instead
Yeah, for sure.
because this
Uh,
one's way better than that.
way better.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Let's
I'm
see if
assuming it's here in Texas. It's got to be their Texas brand.
okay. You know what
I'm sure they got to be in Total Wines or Specs or something like that.
buy now. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just clicking on their button. The Tamarind is still not telling me. I'm gonna have to click on that buy now button just to get a price. But
Yeah. It looks like maybe some Total Wines have it. I'm just
yeah,
not
it won't
sure.
tell me what the pricing is
Yeah.
for some reason. I can buy it, but I don't know what the price is.
Looks
How?
like it's around $30.
Okay, well, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the other one that I've seen is like 25. And
Pay extra $5 and get
pay
real.
your extra $5. Yes.
Yeah, and get a whole slew of oh, you know what? Just to be safe, they have a process. Let's find out what their
Oh,
process is.
all right.
Madam Paleta flavor infused tequila is made from 100% blue agave, meaning our tequila base is premium, authentic blue agave grown in Los Altos de Jalisco. Blue agave takes 6 to 8 years. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yada yada. Okay. The agave hearts are placed into masonry ovens, so it's oven baked as opposed to uh, autoclave.
Hmm.
And then let's see, fermentation of mosto proprietary yeasts. Okay. What are they using for
When do they infuse it?
the maceration infusion with Madame Paleta's natural flavors takes 72 hours,
Oh, wow.
during which the liquid is stirred and mixed to create perfectly balanced flavors. So you got to keep an eye on it.
Huh.
And yeah, and you know what other tequila does that? And I don't know if you've ever had it, Araceli, but you should. You should pick it up and you can use it as a tool. Is It's made at the same distillery that Ocho is made, and
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Curado.
Curado.
Yes.
Curado does the same thing, and they actually what they do is they teabag it.
Yeah.
So while
Hmm.
the Blanco is resting, they have muslin bags full of, I think one is Espadín, the other one is Blue Agave, and I forget the other one, I think is Cupriata.
Hmm.
And so they gotta watch it. They watch it for, I don't
Yeah.
know that many hours because this is fruit.
Yeah.
But with the other agave, this is baked agave that they're using in these bags. They only leave it in there for a few hours and then they pull it out
Hmm.
before they bottle it. And Curado is one of those really highly underrated tequilas that I think you can even use as a tool for people that have never smelled, what a cupriata smells like or blue agave. You pour that in your hand and you get all of it. You get the
Hmm.
whole aroma in your face. And I love using it as a tool, but it's a great tequila also because they start out with grape blanco. So I think that that process they're
Yeah,
using
no,
it
I
in.
yeah, I have had the curado. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
curado.
similar process to curado,
Yes.
which speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with fruit you probably leave it in there
Yeah.
longer because you're using baked agave. You got to pull it out because otherwise it overpowers the blanco.
Yeah.
I'm not a master distiller, so how, what would I know? Uh, I'm impressed as hell. Wonderful product.
Yeah.
That's our take. Madam Paleta Tamarindo. If you guys have the other flavors, tell us what you're doing with it and how much you
Yeah.
pay for it. I will get back to the ladies and give them the good news, and then maybe we'll get the rest of the line. It should be kind of fun to dissect all this stuff. Um, but that's our take on Madam Paleta. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, follow us on all of our social media. You can follow Araceli on Texas Tequila Brat, right? Texas.
Yes.
Okay. That's her handle on Instagram. And folks, whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.